All right, number 6, addition and subtraction in fraction form. To add or subtract expressions in fraction form, the key is to find the common denominator. The common denominator should be least common multiple of each denominator. Okay, so let's look at this concept check problem. We have denominator 2 and denominator 3, right? So our least common multiple is we must have at least 1, 2 and 1, 3. So 2 times 3, that is equal to 6. So our common denominator must be equal to 6. Now let's make the common denominator. We're going to multiply by 3 here. Also 3 of all of this expression. Okay. To make this denominator 6, then we have to multiply by 2 here and 2 also in the numerator, right? So let's rewrite this expression right here. So this expression is equal to, we have 3 times x minus 2 minus, here, minus 2 times all of this expression, okay? So 2 times 2x minus 5, right? If we have more than one terms in numerator, then make sure we have to use parentheses to multiply this number by all of this, right? So don't forget to use the parentheses. So this is our numerator and our denominator. Common denominator is 6, right? Now we're going to simplify this. So that's going to be equal to 3x, right? 3 times x. 3 times minus 2, that's minus 6. Here, minus 2 times 2x, that's minus 4x. Minus 2 times minus 5, that's plus 10, right? Over 6. So this expression is equal to, here we're going to group like terms. We have 2x terms and 2 constants, right? So 3x minus 4x minus 6 plus 10 over 6, right? So that is equal to, here 3 minus 4, that's going to be minus 1. So minus x minus 6 plus 10, that's plus 4, right? Plus 4 over the denominator 6. Okay, so this is going to be our final answer for this expression. Or we can write this negative, this negative in front of all of this fraction, just like this. Oops. Or minus in front of all of this expression, 6x, then this sign has to be changed, minus 4. Because this is minus times x minus x minus times minus 4, right? So that's plus 4. Right, there is one thing that we have to be careful when we add or subtract our expressions in fraction form. Let's say we have x minus 2 over 2 minus x plus 1 over 4. Our common denominator is 4, so we multiply 2 in this numerator and 2 in this denominator, right? And remember, when we multiply this expression by 2, we have to use our parentheses here, right? So let me use with blue parentheses, right? So that's going to be 2 times x minus 2, right? And our common denominator is 4. And here also, this is minus of all of this expression. All of this expression, okay? So that has to be minus parenthesis x plus 1. Just like that, okay? If we don't use a parenthesis, just minus x plus 1, that's not correct. That's going to be wrong, okay? So this is a correct expression, right? There is one more thing that we have to be careful with when simplifying the expression in fraction form. It is that the numerator can be divisible when all the terms of the numerators are divisible by the denominator. So when we look at this expression right here, this expression cannot be simplified because this numerator and this denominator, they are divisible by 2, right? But 5 is not divisible by 2. Does that make sense? So this expression cannot be simplified. So this is incorrect, okay? Okay, if we look at this expression right here, all of these terms right here is divisible by 2, right? Then we can, simplify 2 times 1, 2 times 3, 2 times 2, and write this expression as a simplified form, x minus 3 over 2. Okay, so this is correct. Example 4. The question is to simplify the expression. For number 1, we have expression in fraction form. So we're going to have to find the common denominator, right? Then common denominator should be least common multiple of these two denominators. So we have a 5, 1, 5, and 1, 2. So our least common multiple, we must have at least 1, 5, at least 1, 2. So that's 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by 2 here and 2 here, all of this expression by 2, right? And 5 here, 5 here, right? So let's rewrite this expression. So that's going to be 2 times parentheses x plus 3 minus 5, right? Minus 5 times the parentheses 2x minus 7. And our common denominator is equal to 10, right? So that is equal to, let's solve this parenthesis. Let's remove these parentheses. So 2 times x, that's 2x. 2 times 3, that's plus 6. Minus 5 times 2x, minus 10x. Minus 5 times minus 7. Negative times negative gives us positive. And that's 5 times 7, 35, right? Over the denominator 10. So far so good. So that is equal to, we have two x terms, like terms, 2x minus 10x. 2 minus 10, that's minus 8, right? So I'm just going to write minus 8x. And we have two constants, 6, 35. 6 plus 35, that's 41. So plus 41 over 10. Number 2, we have 2x, x minus 4 over 3, minus 3x minus 1 over 4, right? These two expressions are in fraction form, but this is not, right? Then write this 2x in fraction form and then find the common denominator. So let's rewrite this expression. 2x in fraction form is 2x over 1, right? Plus x minus 4 over 3 minus 3x minus 1 over 4. So we have denominator 1, 3, 4 is 2 times 2, right? If it's not a prime number, write the product of the prime numbers. So our least common multiple is, we must have at least 2 of 2's, right? 2 of 2's and 1, 3. And we can ignore this 1 because times 1 is just gives us the same number, right? So 2 times 2, 4 times 3, that's 12. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this expression, denominator by 12, numerator by 12 to make the denominator 12. And here times 4, 3 times 4 is 12, right? And all of this expression times 4, and here times 3, all of this expression by 3. So that's going to be, we have 2x times 12, 2 times 12, that's 24x, right? Plus 4 times x minus 4, minus 3 times 3x minus 1 over common denominator 12. So far so good. So that is equal to, here we have 24x, 4 times x, that's plus 4x, 4 times negative 4, that's minus 16, minus 3 times 3x, minus 9x, minus 3 times minus 1, that's plus 3, over 12, right? So that is equal to, we have like terms, x terms, 24x, 4x, minus 9x, right? So we have a 24 plus 4 minus 9. That's going to be 28 minus 9. So 28 minus 9 is 19, right? So 19. So that's going to be 19x. And we have minus 16 plus 3. That's minus 13. So we have minus, minus 13 over the common denominator is 12. Now we're done. To add or subtract expressions in fraction form, first, we're going to find the common denominator of each term. The common denominator should be least common multiple of each denominator. So let's try number 1. The common denominator for number 1 is equal to 5 times 3, right? Because we have 1 5 and 1 3. So that is equal to 15. So we're going to multiply by 3 on denominator and 3 on numerator. So all of this expression by 3. Second expression, we're going to multiply by 5 here, and all of this expression times 5. So that is equal to, now common denominator is 15, negative 3 times 2x plus 1 plus 5 times x minus 2. So that is equal to, denominator is 15, negative 3 times 2x, that's negative 6x. Negative 3 times 1, that's negative 3. Plus 5 times x, 5x. 5 times negative 2, that's negative 10, right? So here we have like terms, x terms here, x term here. Constant here, constant here. Right? So if we simplify this, negative 6 plus 5, negative 6x plus 5x, negative x. Negative 3 minus 10, that's negative 13 over 15. We're done for number 1. For number 2, let's find the common denominator. In this case, denominator 4 is 2 times 2. This denominator 6 is 2 times 3, right? 2 is, we can just write it as 2 over 1. The denominator is 1, right? So, least common multiple is equal to, we have 2 of 2's here. So we must have 2 of 2's. And we have 1, 3 here. So times 1, 3. So that is equal to 12, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to find common denominator 12 by multiplying 3 here. Then all of this expression by 3 again. 6 times 2 here. All of this expression multiplied by 2, right? For 2 over 1, we're going to multiply by 12 times 12. So that is equal to, common denominator is now 12. 3 times 2x minus 5 minus 2 times x plus 1 plus 2 times 12. 2 times 12. So that is equal to 3 times 2x, that's a 6x. 3 times negative 5, that's minus 15. Negative 2 times x, minus 2x. Negative 2 times a positive 1, minus 2. And 2 times 12 is 24. The denominator is 12, right? So all of this expression is equal to, here, like terms, we have x term, right? So 6 minus 2 is 4. 6x minus 2x is 4x, right? So 4x minus 15 minus 2, that's minus 17 plus 24, that's plus 7. So we're done.